Okay, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the post-event press conference for the 8 Hours of Portimao, the second round of the 2021 FIA World Endurance Championship. Fascinating race here this afternoon, won by the number 8 crew of Brendan Hartley, Sebastian Buemi and Kazuki Nakajima for Toyota Gazoo Racing. An absolutely thrilling race, the 100th sports car international race that Toyota have taken part in. And I guess a great honour for you guys to have won that and get that record in the books. But let's speak to Sebastian first if we can. Seb, you started and finished the race. It was complex on strategy for many reasons, particularly the fuel and the race management towards the end of the race. Tell us about those two things and how you got the victory today.
Yeah, so no, at the end we were on a different kind of strategy to car 7. From the first stint onwards, I was able to go a lap longer than them and still obviously be in the fight. And we went a couple of times a lap longer, and towards the end, due to the safety car, we were just able to miss the splash. So yeah, I had to go again for a lap longer when car 7 passed me. I was trying to go for 2 laps longer, and we managed to do that. And then obviously the full course yellow, we were very unlucky with it. Otherwise, car 7 should have had obviously a much longer splash, and it would have been easier. But with the full course yellow, it made it very, very close. So yeah, I'm thrilled that we managed to win that race in the end.
Well done to you. I know it took a lot out of you physically towards the end, so congratulations, great result. And Brendan, let's speak to you. You were next in the cockpit. There was safety car and full course yellow periods, which mixed things up a bit there. Lots going on strategically, such a difficult track as well to try and get through the traffic. You really had to work for this victory today.
Yeah, we definitely had to work for it, and yeah, as you said, traffic played a big part. Obviously, lap time's quite close to the LMP2. Made it very difficult for us to get by, and actually we needed them to help us out a bit, which they definitely did. And yeah, similar story to Seb. Actually, I lost a position to Mike. We swapped positions, which sometimes we do. So I decided to go a lap longer, or together with the team. So it was a good call. We managed to save another lap, which sometimes opens up the strategy. Basically, if we manage to go a couple of laps longer, you can get lucky with a safety car, with a full course yellow. We knew the splash would be tight. So in the end, I think we played a really nice strategic race, and we were able to still keep up the pace with these longer stints. So I think it was a nice team effort, and even with all those different strategies and full course yellows and safety cars, you saw the two cars were separated by actually nothing within the last 20 minutes. So we really fought the whole way with car 7. Obviously, only one car could win, and feel a bit bad for them that they were so close. But that's the racing, and for Toyota it was a 1-2.
Well done to you, Brendan. Let's move over to Kazuki. Extra points on offer, of course, this weekend, Kazuki, so great for the championship, the bigger picture. And obviously I mentioned that 100 races. Your father, Satoru, was in that race at Fuji in 1985, so a bit of extra emotional content there. But just talk us through your stints at the wheel and how you helped build this victory today in the second consecutive one in the 2021 championship.
Yeah, first of all, yeah, as our 100th race in the World Championship for Toyota, it's great to finish 1-2 in the end. And as you could see, it was very tight race, and I think everybody did everything we could do. So yeah, big congrats to the team. And yeah, it's always nice to win the race, especially after such a big effort. And yeah, I think it's too early to speak about the point, but when you can have an advantage, yeah, it's always nice to take it. So in the end, really happy with the result and happy with my teammate, and yeah, happy with my whole team.
Thank you, Kazuki. Well done to the three of you. We'll see you next month in Monza. Thank you very much. We'll now speak to our LMGTE Pro duo of James Collado and Alessandro Pierguidi. Thank you for joining us live online. We're streaming this on YouTube, so we'll get the instant reaction of our class winners, and here they are. James Collado and Alessandro Pierguidi from the number 51 AF Course Ferrari team. Terrific victory for you guys. What a way to celebrate a birthday, James. Bit of champagne for you, but what a hard-fought win today. There was so much to manage, particularly the tyres. Just tell us about that and how that played into achieving maximum points today?
Yeah, it was tough out there, really tough. I think all the GTs suffered with blistering. With the temperatures, it was unavoidable. So we even trying to cool the tyres down, we couldn't. So there was a big drop in performance and obviously a risk of tyre failures. So we had to really manage it well. However, the team did a great job with the strategy. We weren't the quickest car on track. The Porsche was still better on pace. But the team made it happen. And yeah, we got a 1-2. So quite surprised, considering we struggled all weekend to get a good balance with the car. But yeah, it's good to get the win, and obviously on my birthday it's even better. So I've not drunk anything since January, so I'm gonna have a beer tonight.
Well deserved. We'll move over to Alessandro Pierguidi. Alessandro, it was your job to bring the car home in those final stints. You'd done so much, obviously, to build up to that point as well, but some fuel saving had to go on there. So all angles of strategy were part and parcel of achieving this win today.
Yes, as Jim said, the key of this race was a strategy. We have to save fuel, I had to manage the pace, and because I have to consume as less as I can, and drive the car to the end. James did an incredible job also before, but was difficult in terms of fuel until the last full course yellow. Then after the last full course yellow, we were fine. So the strategy was the key, and of course Ferrari did a very great job to achieve this result, and can't be better before go to Monza, our home race, and so can't wait to be there.
Excellent, well done to you. Well-deserved win today. Congratulations to you and the team. Thank you for your time. We'll now move over to our LMP2 trio from Jota. Antonio Felix da Costa, Roberto Gonzalez, and Anthony Davidson. Absolutely thrilling victory today. I don't think I can remember many races that had a grandstand finish such as that. We'll speak to Antonio first. You started and finished this encounter, Antonio, winning on home turf in that manner with that script that somebody wrote today. That's pretty extraordinary. You must be delighted. Tell us first about the start, because it's fairly dramatic.
Yeah, the start is, I got kind of boxed in there into turn 3. I thought I kind of lunged enough, and then it's just an awkward situation. And when I see that it was not going to work out, I try to back out, and I just needed another meter or something like that to make it work. And Tom, I guess he didn't see me, and I ended up hitting him. And I felt really bad. You know, it was a race incident, but you don't want to have contact with a teammate. And I'm very glad that we got to have that showdown at the end, you know, to kind of clear things out and have a nice, fair, clean fight at the end to put on a show. And yeah, I apologize to the whole team, to the 28 crew. In the end, yeah, I didn't mean for that to happen, obviously, but it happened.
There was so much that happened in between that, and then towards the end of the race, that final full course yellow made things even more epic towards the end. That move you made on Tom with 5 minutes to go, talk us through that from the cockpit, because obviously there was a bit of traffic involved, but you had to judge it just right.
Yeah, I mean, firstly, you know, we got spun there at the beginning with Roberto being hit and everything, and the team did a great job, and these guys did a great job to make sure that we were in that position at the end, and then I had the car to fight, and you know, it was a teammate, so I knew exactly what they had as well. And yeah, I was quicker than Tom, but I knew without traffic it would not be possible to overtake, and he was driving really, really well, doing no mistakes. And yeah, I was just waiting for traffic, and if the opportunity came up, so I could see the slower GTs coming up, and I decided to close the gap that lap to try and really have a go. And yeah, it happened, you know. To be honest, I feel for him because I've been exactly in that situation in Bahrain last year with Gabi in the last 4 or 5 laps as well. So I knew exactly how to do it because it has been done to me. And yeah, luckily it panned out, and so happy to win at home.
Just give us a few quick sentences on how it feels to win your first race here. Remarkable that you're making your debut and you've won the event here today.
It's my first international win at home in cars, so it feels amazing. I mean, it's so sad that we're on this pandemic and there's no people here. It would have been amazing to see the grandstands and the fan support today. So yeah, it is what it is, but super happy with this. It's my 3rd win in a row in 3 different cars, so you know, riding the wave, enjoying life, and yeah, having a great time with these guys and the team in WEC.
That's great. Well done, Antonio. Let's move over to Roberto, who's in the car next. Roberto, as ever, your input into these victories is absolutely critical. And it didn't start off well. Antonio mentioned that hit that you received from Dragon Speed, but you did do some terrific stints. Talk us through those from the cockpit, and also how you feel about such a dramatic victory, especially when you're watching it from the pit. It must be quite stressful at the end of the race.
Yes, it was. It was a very stressful race. Very happy to win it, thanks to the effort this guy's put in. And yeah, I had a nightmare of a first stint. After I got hit, I went through the grass, obviously damaged my tires with the spin, and then I picked up all the dirt and grass. So I had a nightmare of a stink, junk. And after that, I couldn't get a rhythm. So the team decided to change the strategy. I was going to go for 2 stints, and we decided to go for 1 stint, then put Ant in the car, then me again. It was much better. I had a pretty good pace. I felt really well, but we were still quite behind the leaders. I think we were in 4th, 5th place, and quite behind. So then these guys got on the car and shortened the distance to the leaders, and then you saw the end of the race. It was brilliant by Antonio.
A great day as well to have Mexico and Portugal sharing the colours of the flag as well. Nice and convenient today. Anthony Davidson, yeah, what a race. I mean, what was it like watching the end of the race? Obviously, you'd done your hard work at the wheel and built the foundation for that to happen. But tell us about those final moments when you saw the realisation of a class victory on the horizon.
Yeah, it was interesting that the 2 cars that finished first and second in the race today were spun out at some point in the race, and at those moments you never believe that you're going to be fighting for victory at all. So it's fun to watch the 2 Jota cars fighting it out at the end in the way it should be fought out. No team orders, and they were just trusting the professionals behind the wheel to do the thing that they're best at. And there was huge respect there between Antonio and Tom, and it was an accident. I could see that from Antonio at the start of the race, and you need that respect and that mutual respect between the teammates. So we have that in this team. It's great to see, and it was fun to watch that at the end. Our hearts are in our mouths, but yeah, it's great to see Antonio honestly at the peak of his game right now. I've been there myself before in sports cars, and it's just a joy to watch this guy and have him in our team. To see, he's doing the job in Formula E and here as well. He's riding the wave, and it's brilliant to watch.
Feels like he's doing the skypad right now.
And Roberto is the backbone of our team, and he honestly, don't underestimate the job he did today. He popped in some 32s at one point, which for a proper, don't kill me for this for saying, he's a proper gentleman driver, and a true silver. And to do 32s, I thought that was hats off to you, mate. Really good job. Yeah, and I just sort of did my thing in the middle.
Modest as ever. Hats off to all of you and the Jota team. Great job. Congratulations. Enjoy the evening, and we'll see you in Monza next month. Thanks, guys. Thank you. Okay, we've got the LMGTE AM winners. Here we are, Team Italy. Piccolo. We've got Roberto Lacorte, Antonio Fuoco, and Giorgio Sanaggiotto from Cettilar Racing. First victory in the FIA World Endurance Championship. What a day for you. What a day for everything you've strove towards. Roberto, we have to start with you.
Yeah.
You started the race. You've started the team. You are the team in lots of ways. And you've come and you've won a race in the FIA WEC in arguably the toughest season in the category as well. You must feel terrific today.
Yes, this is a special day for us, for me. This is my first victory in FIA and alcohol races, and we long time working for a year to arrive here, and we are very happy. Is what this program deserve, what the people that work with us deserve, because this is a special victory. And thanks to Antonio, Giorgio, Amato Ferrari, Antonello Coletta, we did it.
Well, it was very well deserved, terrific victory. And let's speak to Giorgio. Giorgio, you took over the cockpit from Roberto. You've made some really good progress, noticeably through the sessions this weekend, and you were quick. All three of you were quick and consistent. When you went into the race, did you think that this was possible? And tell us how you built the race from your point of view, and how you achieved the maximum points today.
Yeah, my first stint was really tough because we understood that the biggest problem was the tires. And we tried something in terms of pressure and temperature to manage the tires, to have more information to give to my mates. It was really tough, but I did a good job in the first. In the second stint for me was a nightmare because we can't change the tires, the right tires for a problem with a gun. And trust me, it was really, really difficult to drive with the same tires, the right tires. But I attacked with all of my soul to bring back the car to the box to Antonio in a better position possible. We are doing a good job thanks to Amato, to AF Corse, to my teammates. Imagine we are arriving here from 4 really difficult years in LMP2 with a difficult car, and for us from the last position to the top position is quite difficult also to understand where we are now. But we are doing a good job, so I'm very, very happy.
Well, richly deserved. Well done to you today, and I know it means so much. Let's speak to Antonio, because those final crucial few hours at the wheel, Antonio, they were epic. You were fighting with Matteo Caroli and Riccardo Pera, lots of wheel-to-wheel combat going on, but you still had to manage the race in that final stint. Tell us about how you achieved it and how you put the cherry on the cake for the victory today.
Yeah, I think it was a really tough race. First of all, Roberto did a really good job on the first stint. He bring the car to P3. He was the first of bronze driver, so it was a bit more easy for us to manage the gap when we were in front. At the end with Matteo, it was really tough, especially the last 2 stints. They were a bit quicker than us, especially in the first stint. Then on the second one, we went a bit quicker than them. It was a tough race, but I think the team, they made really perfect strategy. We undercut them, we went in front, and then the full course yellow for sure help us a bit. But I'm really happy for this guy because they deserve this victory. I just want to thank all the team, all the guys, because today they did a really good job, and we are here because they put us here. So we are really extremely happy, and we need to keep pushing on this direction.
Excellent stuff. Great win today. Great day for the Prancing Horse. Wins in both the Pro and Am category. Congratulations, Roberto. I know it means so much. Final word to you.
And see you in Monza.
Of course, we very much look forward to it. And good luck there as well. And thanks again for your time. Okay, we're going to speak to our Pro-Am winners finally. From Real Team Racing, we've got Norman Nato, Esteban Garcia, and Mateus Besch. Gentlemen, congratulations. Nice to get some silverware. I think we've got to speak to Esteban first. Nice job today. I know it was not an easy race, Esteban. There was lots going on in that race for the team, but you came through and you got a nice result. Tell us about how things were for you and what this first Pro-Am victory means for the squad.
I confirm that it was very tough for us. But we are very happy that there is already this Pro-Am, that will make us the change to fight with other Pro-Am teams. I want before maybe just to say thank you to my teammates, to Norman, also to Matthias, because they did a really great job. And of course, the level is so high in WEC, but it's fascinating to see that in a race of 8 hours, everything can change. We started not too easy. I did also 2 first stints, was not too bad. And the last one was really difficult because I had 2 spin and I could continue the race. And what makes us being here, I think it's that we fight it till the end. And this is what we have to have in mind when we do endurance, especially in WEC.
Absolutely. Well done to you. Congratulations to the team. Let's speak to Norman, because Norman, you started the race, and again, there was some contact early on for you too, but you came through it, you built a race, and you've come away with some good points, more points, obviously, because it's an 8-hour race, but also some satisfaction in getting a result for Esteban and the whole crew here today at Portimao.
Yeah, first of all, it's really good. Like that, it's a first podium in Pro-Am LMP2. So first place for us today. That's a great thing. Obviously, as you say, the start has been quite difficult. The two Jota, the contact, so I had to go back off track to avoid the car, so I've lost some position. And first couple of laps, the Glicanos was in the middle of the pack, so I was stuck behind. They were quicker than us in the straight line and a bit slower in the corner. So basically, my first stint was about just to try to save some fuel and prepare like the second stint for the tires, as I was pretty stuck and I didn't want to take risk in general. And there's still a lot of things to improve. Since Spa, we made a step forward, but from my point of view, it's not enough. So that's why it's a satisfaction to be at this place today, because we didn't do everything perfect, but at the end we did better than the others. We did mistake, but less than the others as well. So that's really important, on the championship to score points all the time. At Spa already, it's been, I would say, a difficult race for us. But at the end, as Esteban said, we kept fighting, and it's important to finish the race. And like we are now, we're leading the championship in LMP2 Pro-Am. So we need to keep in mind that for sure, if we want to keep this position, we still need to improve. There's still a long way to go, but we are super happy with this result today. It's well deserved for Esteban, for Matt as well. It was first time for him with the team and everything. So it's never easy to jump in the car and try to learn everything. It's only free practice. It's not a lot of laps in the car. So he did a perfect job. He did what we expected from him, and first win for real team, and we'll keep pushing for that.
Very good, excellent. Thank you, Norman. Let's speak to Matthias. Or is it Loic? I'm not sure. No, your overalls, Matthias.
Yeah.
But you were drafted in, obviously, for Loic this weekend, and as Norman said, you plugged into the team extremely well. Nice to see you back in the championship. Your stints, I remember you had a really good battle with the Richard Mille car. That was a entertaining one for us watching on the screens. But tell us about your race today and what it means to join this team and get a result here at Portimao.
First of all, for me, it's a great opportunity to arrive and get this chance to drive with real team. It's never easy, to be honest, to arrive and fit to a team, especially with the level we have today in WEC. And it's a tough challenge, but my target was just to adapt as much as possible to an existing package and try to learn quickly and do no mistakes and do a solid job. And I think that's what we all did. Obviously, there's some stuff to improve, but it feels great to be P1. Regarding the battle, it wasn't easy as well because Portimao, it's quite a tough track to overtake. We were lacking a little bit of top speed today, and I was just having to wait for the traffic. That's what I did without taking too much risk, but I took the chance. I had that again with Inter Europol, but it feels really great to be back in a racing car at this level. And I'm just blessed to be here and have this chance.
Thank you, Matthias. Well done to you and the team. Look forward to seeing you in Monza. Thank you very much for your time. Thanks to all our viewers on YouTube and the streaming, and we look forward to speaking to you ahead of